Hello, everybody. This is Young Family Tai Chi, section 1. And today's new move is going to be left brush knee. So what I'd like to do is practice what we already know. And then we'll do a few warm-ups, and then we'll get into the new move. We might do a little review of the old move, and then we'll work on the new move. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and we're going to start. Okay, feet shoulders width apart, toes pointed forward, head up, hips down, hands at your side. Prepare. Opening. Rotate your arms so the palms face back. Hands come up to shoulder level. Press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail. Ward off left. Shift left. Turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Turn and separate. Right ward off. Shift right. Left toe turns to the corner. All the weight goes to the left. Come in, step and close, separate and shift weight. Roll back. Turn your arms and your waist to the corner. Then shift your weight back and turn to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push forward to shoulder level. Single whip. Weight goes back, flatten your hands, pull and turn all the way around. Press down, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, pull in, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift back, left toe turns to the corner, circle your arms as you push off the ball of the right foot, root the right heel, and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down, circle your arms, step and close, turn, step and open. How did that feel? So let's do a little bit of exercise that's good for both white crane and the new move, brush knee. So I want you to do your tree hugging shape. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let our arms drop. Let your hands drop. Your elbows are still out. So you're here and you're going to let your hands drop and swing out. Okay, so you're starting here and you're going to drop your hands and swing out. So when you swing out, your hands are facing out. Okay, so when you start, your hands are facing in. When you swing, your hands are facing out. Okay, so let's do that a couple of times. Starting here, swing, hands out. Okay. Come down, swing, hands out. Okay, you did this when you did white crane. When you were here the left hand did this kind of swing. Remember? You were pulling down and the left hand swings. Close and step, turn, step and open. So you turned, you pulled down, the left hand swings, circle and step, right? So I want you to reinforce your body memory for that swing. Swing, step and close. Okay, so you're at raise hands, you turn your hands and you pull down and the left hand swings, circles, step and close. Then you put your weight on the right and turn, step and open. Okay, any questions on the white crane? Okay, so you're here, turn your hands, pull down, circle, step and close, turn, step and open. So when you're turning, you're pivoting that right, that left on the left ball so that your hips can turn to face forward. So you're essentially coming from 12 o'clock, pulling down, circling, stepping, turning, and then you're ending up at 9 o'clock. So the next move is brush knee. And brush knee has very simple footwork because essentially, I'll show you what the move looks like. Okay, so if you're at white crane, you're here. Left brush knee looks like this. You turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. So in terms of the footwork, all you're doing is you're at an empty stance toe touch, and you're going to step out to a bow stance, flatten your foot, bend knee. That's all there is to it, right? So toe touch, open to a bow stance, flatten your foot, and bend knee. The hands are a bit more complicated. So when you did this exercise here, let's extend that. Let's say you come down, your hands, your palms face out. Now come to your shoulder. So your hands are in front of your shoulder. Okay? Let's try that again. You're going to come down, swing, hand, palm out, and then come to your shoulder. And that's what the right hand looks at when you're doing left brush knee. You come here, you swing out, and come to your shoulder. So if I turn this way so you can see my hands, if I'm at white crane, what my right hand is doing is I'm going to turn it so it's as if I were holding a mirror and I'm looking at my hand. Then I'm going to swing out so my hand is at the corner, and then it's going to come to my shoulder, and then I'm going to go forward. So if you think of like 4 steps, okay, you were here, you turn your hand, you swing, you come to your shoulder, and you strike. So it's like 4 steps, right? The left hand, you start here, right? When your right hand is looking at its palm, the left hand turns so that the palm faces the other direction, okay? So it's like this. So when the right hand is swinging, it's going down, and the left hand is coming up, and then it closes. So if I'm facing you, if I'm at white crane, I turn my hands. This palm is facing me. This palm is facing that way. Okay? So I'm turned. Now, as I'm swinging, so when I'm here, my feet have not changed. Okay? When I start swinging, I start turning my body so that my right hand can reach the corner. If I were just doing this, it can only go this far. I've got to turn my body in order to get it to the corner. Okay, so I want it to go to the corner. So I've got to turn my body to do that. My left hand, I'm here. I've turned my hand so that it's facing that way. As this is going down, this comes up. And as it gets to the corner, I step. So the end position when I step is this hand is to the corner, and this hand has made a semicircle to press down. Okay, so if we're here, 1, turn your hands. One facing you and the other facing the side. 2, swing, step. Okay? So let's try 1 and 2 again. So you're at white crane. 1, you turn your hands. 2, you swing and step. Now, step just means you're positioning the heel of your left foot for a bow stance. You haven't put any weight on it yet, okay? It's just a positioning. So when you're here, you're at empty stance, and then 1, you turn your hands, and 2, you swing, step. One hand circles down, and the palm faces the corner, and the other one presses down. Okay? So you're essentially deflecting somebody. So when you're here, white crane, you're looking forward. When you turn your hands, your shoulders starting to move toward the right. Then as you swing, your upper body turns to the corner and then you step. So the swing step means that when your hands arrive, your foot arrives. And that's the coordination. Okay? So hands here. 1, you turn your hands to get ready to do your 2 swings. 2, you swing, one up, one down, step. And you're looking back here. Okay? Any questions on that part? That was halfway. Okay? Now, the next part is you're basically going to switch your weight forward as you strike. So, in order to get the coordination, I'm going to do it in little steps. When you actually do it, I want you to put it all together. Okay, so when you're here and you turn and you swing, step, what I want you to do next is as you flatten your left foot, I want you to pull in the right to the shoulder and basically wipe the table with your left hand. Okay? So when you're here, 1, you turn your hands. 2, you swing, step. 3, you flatten your foot as you wipe the table and pull your hand to your shoulder. Okay? Your hand is in front of your shoulder because the next part is you're going to strike. So you're going to bend your knee. You were turned here, you came here, and then you're going to strike. As you pull your left hand in, you're going to strike. Now, where is your left hand when you pull it in? Your left hand is where it was when you did opening. Remember, when you did opening, your hand was almost to the bottom, a little bit in front of your leg. That's where you want it to be. So it's the same spot as opening. Okay? So if you look at one hand at a time, when we were here, the right hand turns, swing, step. Hand comes to the shoulder and strikes. That's what the right hand is doing. The left hand, when you're here, okay, you turn your hand. The left hand is turned facing that way. Swing, step. Flatten, strike. When the right hand is striking, the left hand settles in front of the left thigh. Okay? So let's do it. Question.
I'm just a little bit confused what the left hand is doing initially, like how it gets from here to here.
Okay, so when it's here, when you're doing white crane, it's here. You turn it so that it's facing that way. It's up and down. Then it comes up and makes a half circle. Then it wipes the table and then comes down to its original position. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes? Okay, so let's do it with the count. And that way the hands and the feet go in the right place. Okay? So I'm going to do it in the direction you would do it. Because when you're at white crane, you're like this. 1, you're going to turn your hands. 2, you're going to swing. 1 up, 1 down. Step. 3, brush as the right hand comes to the shoulder and you flatten your foot, bend knee and strike. Does that coordination make sense? Okay, let's do a couple more times. So you're at white crane. 1, you turn your hands. 2, swing, step. 3, brush as you flatten your foot and the right hand comes to the shoulder. And 4, strike and bend knee. So if you were doing this, you are actually doing it, you would not stop, okay? You would essentially go like this. So it's all one move. So the only stop is at the strike, okay? So when you started at white crane, you turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. How did that feel? Okay, good. Now, one of the things, Tai Chi is based on yin and yang. So when you swing down with the right, you are swinging, making the circle on the upside with the left. So big circle from the shoulder on the right, and essentially you're making a smaller circle mainly from the elbow with the left. Can you see that? So you have, when you're here, a big one with the left, right, but a small one with the left. Okay, big and small. Make sure that you do 2 complete circles. Don't cheat. Okay, so make sure that you do the complete circle, not okay, because this is a pressing down. Somebody's coming toward you, you're pressing down. So if you just go like this, you lose that pressing. Okay. So you're here, you turn your hands, swing, step, and you're looking at that corner. Then you're coming back toward the front. Brush, hand comes to the shoulder, and strike. So your strength comes not only from the knee bend at the end, it comes from this turn, right? So you're coming here, you're turning to the corner. When you step, you're turning back and striking. So don't forget your waist turn. You cannot make it to that corner without a waist turn. Because if you were to do that, what happens is that you end up opening your chest. Okay, if you're going to keep your body shape, the only way you're going to make it to that corner is turn. Okay, so white crane, turn hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Also, in terms of making your big movements, don't forget that when you swing, step, that this is a big brush with the left hand before it comes down. Okay, because you're deflecting somebody else. So if you don't do it big enough, you're not going to be successful in deflecting. Okay? So everything is big and round. So you're here. I'll do it facing you. Okay? You're here. Turn your hands. Swing. Step. Brush. Strike. Okay, let's do it from raise hands. I'll do it facing you, and then or I'll do it facing that way so you can see better. Okay. So when we're at raise hands, we're here. It's a heel touch empty stance. So I'll back up. White crane. Turn hands. Pull down. All the weight is in the back. Circle. Step and close. Turn as you pivot the left foot. Step and open. White crane. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing. Step. Brush. Strike. So it's important not to turn too early for white crane. So if I'm here at raise hands, I'm turning my hands. I'm pulling down. All the weight is in the back. I'm circling and stepping. When I'm here, I'm still facing toward the corner. I haven't turned to face the front yet. When my weight comes to the right, then I turn, step, and open. And the reason why you have that delayed turn is it's showing the shoulder strike. In the old days, what happened was that you came here, you stepped, and then you did a shoulder strike. We don't do that anymore. So we just basically show the shoulder strike with the turn and then step forward. Okay? So don't turn too soon. Okay? So let's do it a couple more times from raise hands. So from raise hands, turn your hands, pull down all the weight to the back, circle, step and close, shift weight to the right and turn as you pivot the left foot. Step and open. So kind of like halfway up, put that 30% on the front foot. Then brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. So one of the things to watch for is don't be too enthusiastic about your striking. In other words, sometimes people end up with their shoulders all the way to the corner because you want to be facing forward when you're striking. Okay. So after you did your swing step, the hand comes in front of the shoulder, okay, facing out. In other words, the right hand is ready to strike in that it doesn't have to do anything other than extend, okay? The hand doesn't change its position anymore once you put it here, because when you strike, this part is striking. Basically, the bottom part of your palm here. Okay. Okay. So let's try it again. So I'm going to do it the same direction that you would be doing it, which is from here. So you're at raise hands. White crane. Turn your hands, pull down, all the weight goes on the back, circle, step and close, turn, step and 30%. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, flatten your foot as you put your hand to your shoulder and the left hand goes out, shift weight, strike. Again, raise hands, turn your hands, pull down, all the weight goes in the back, circle, step and close, turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike.
Somehow I'm ending up with my feet much too far apart. Like I'm way more than shoulder width, and I'm not quite sure where I'm doing that.
Okay, so when you started off at White Crane, your feet were one line, two sides, right? With a ball touch. When you change your hands, your feet don't change. When you start turning, your weight shifts to the back. So that by the time you get here, it's free enough that you can step. If your weight is not completely in the back, you cannot step, right? So you should be stepping shoulder width. And it should not be that far apart, because when you were here and you turned and your weight was shifting back as your hands were moving back, what happens is that by the time you get back here, you can step. So that means all your weight was in the back. And you cannot be stepping too far forward, because if your weight is all on one foot, how far can you step? That's as far as you can go. If you go lower, then you can step farther. But depending on the height at which you stand, that's what limits how far you can step. Can you see that? The lower you go, the further you can go forward. If you are going far forward and you're not lowering, you are pitching forward. You see what I'm saying?
It was too far sideways, not too far forward, but
Oh, okay.
that what you said still applies, because if all the weight's there and you just put the foot, it doesn't go way over there somewhere.
Right.
I think I was,
Yeah. So think about when you're shifting back, when you're swinging, you are shifting your weight back as you turn. Then well, okay, so I'm here. So I'm shifting my weight back as I turn. Then when I step, I can only step if all my weight is on the right foot, right? So here, turn, swing, step. Your stepping is too late. You have to step at the same time. So you're here, turn your hands. As you turn, your weight is going to the back. Swing, step. When your hands reach the end of their movement, your heel is in the front. Then as you flatten your foot, can you see I'm moving forward because I'm flattening my foot? And then as I bend knee, I strike. The other thing that sometimes happens is when people are striking, they bend their knee too much. They're over their toes. You don't want to be over your toes. You want to be so that you can still see your toes. Okay? How are you doing? Okay, let's try it again. Maybe another direction. I think this way you see the best. Here, from raised hands, you turn your hands. This is for white crane. Pull down, step and close, turn, step and open. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing, step. Brush as you flatten your foot. Shift weight strike. Yes. So you're here. Turn your hands. Pull down. All the weight is in the back. Circle your arms. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. Turn your hands. Swing. Step. Brush. Strike. Once again, from raise hands, turn your hands, pull down, circle your arms, step and close, turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Generally speaking, the hard part is the coordination to get the hands and the feet to go together. Because actually, the footwork's very simple. You're just stepping from an empty stance to a bow stance. Excuse me.
I just figured out what I'm doing wrong. It's my hypermobile body. My knee was going way over my toes to the side, and that gave me a lot of yeah.
Okay.
I got to
So
keep it up.
keep your knees in your toe direction. Okay. So once your knees go either way, then it puts your balance off. Okay. So let's do it from the beginning. So we're going to start at prepare, head up, hips down, hands by your side. Opening, rotate your arms, hands facing back, come up to shoulder level, press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left, turn right, all the weight goes to the right. Step and close. Shift and separate. Right ward off. Shift right, turn the left toe to the corner. All the weight goes to the left. Pull in, step and close. Shift weight, separate. Roll back. Rotate your arms and your waist to the corner. Shift your weight back and turn to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push forward to shoulder level. Single whip. Shift back, flatten your hands. Pull and turn all the way around. Press down, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right. Standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift back, turn the left toe to the corner. Circle your arms as you push off your right toe. Root your right heel and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down. All the weight is in the back. Circle, step and close. Turn, step and separate. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing, step, brush, strike. Any questions? Any questions on any move other than brush knee? You want to work on something other than that? Yes? No? Okay, if not, let's do it one more time and then we'll close class. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Head up, hips down, hands by your side, prepare. Opening. Rotate your arms. Come up to shoulder level. Press down almost to the bottom. Rest the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right. Step and close. Shift weight separate. Right ward off. Shift right, left foot to the corner, all the way to the left. Pull in, step and close. Separate and shift weight. Roll back. Rotate your arms and your waist to the corner. Shift your weight back. Come to the other corner. Press. Pull in the right. Attach the left and expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest and push forward. Single whip. Shift back. Flatten your hands. Turn and pull all the way around. Press down. Ward off with the left. Hook hand with the right. Standing ward off. Step. Deflect. Strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift to the right. Turn the left foot to the corner. Circle your arms. Push off the right toe. Root your right heel and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down. All the weight is in the back. Circle. Close and step. Turn, step, and open your wings. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing, step, brush, strike. Okay, how's that? Good.
Good.
Well, keep practicing. Well, you know, this one, it's funny. I like this move a lot. And very often it takes a while for some people to get it, mainly because of the coordination issues. But once you get it, it's really very graceful. And once you learn right brush knee, you can keep doing brush knees across the room.
Down the aisle in the shopping market.
Exactly. Exactly. But next class, we are going to learn a move that is unique to the first section. You only do it twice, and you only do it in the first section. So we'll look forward to that. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming to class. And I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Rita.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.